on this episode of Bot versus Con.
It doesn't do anything for me. The alt mode it screams Airwolf to me.
It seems like they're going away from Legends.
I don't think I'm the only one who has a uh-oh moment here. Oh, I get my boogie on when it comes to these sale prices.
I don't think the digital renders that they showed off first were good because he looks much better than I was expecting.
Yeah, that saddleback arm isn't doing it
bad.
For me. And everything else is fine. I think it looks fine. I love it. I actually really, really like it. And
expect to see this in his haul when it's released. I think you'll even buy the official version of this.
That's what you used to see in the cartoon. How something happened.
They all have like perfect flaps that open up.
Yeah. So I'm anxious to finish this set as well because this happened and it's actually coming around very fast. I couldn't really tell which one I really liked and which one I didn't. I couldn't put them in order, so they made the decision for me.
This is Bot versus Con. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
Welcome back, Transformers fans. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And this is Bot vs. Con, where your voice is heard. And we are on the countdown to TFCon. Are you ready, Bobby?
I mean, if you can't tell, I'm already wearing TFCon gear. I'm so excited.
Yes, same here. And I know your wallet is probably screaming, knowing it's going to get slaughtered in about a week. And that is probably due to the Chosen Prime, our sponsor. So go ahead and check them out. They have a really cool exclusive of Helmsman or Skyquake. And I think it's one of their best ones yet. And go check it out. You could probably get it shipped. We'll keep you updated on when you could order it from the website if you're not attending the con.
Yes, I already know that there's 598 pieces left.
Definitely. So. Probably 597 because I think they have one for themselves. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we already saw it. Go watch our interview with Brandon of the Chosen Prime. That is one of the ones we're talking about. The rest you'll have to wait to see. Also, we want to give a big shout out to our members. Thank you so much for joining our family. And we can't wait to see you guys in TFCon. And if you're not showing up, we will have a live. We're still figuring out dates. TFCon's kind of thrown us for a loop as well as what we got in our personal lives. So stay tuned for that. We will go ahead and have our members live for October soon. And our for everybody else, we will have our haul live in November after TFCon, so you can see what we got. So stay tuned for that. And for all of our subscribers, thank you so much for joining. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It means the world to us, and we love doing this. So stay tuned. We have some fun news ahead, and I think we're ready to get into the news. Are you ready?
One more thing.
Yes.
This Sunday, I will be going live since people have been wanting to join me on this basement adventure. So I'll be going live. We'll post something so you know what time if anybody wants to join me. I'll just kind of do an update on where we're at with the basement, kind of the setting up, and how that's going to look. So hopefully you guys can join me on Sunday. So updates on that soon.
Go ahead and join in on that. And while you're joining in on stuff, go ahead and join in on the prints. I did get them done, like I said. So we have Omega versus Devi. I think these turned out really good. And it is a true... I just love it because it's the first Bot versus Con print. And I think we might go forward with this. It is sold as a set for $35. And yeah, I think both of these are very indicative of your collections because you're going to have 20 million of each of these in your collection, if not already.
I do have probably as many Devastators as I do Omega Supremes and vice versa. Last year was definitely the year of Omega Supreme, and this year it seems like it's been Devi. So great verses here, and I really like it, and it looks amazing. Great job, and I'm excited.
Yes, and they will be limited to 40 of the set. So If you're interested, go ahead and email us at botversuscon@gmail.com. We can't put these on the new site, but if you email us, we'll make sure to get them out to you.
Yes, definitely. So definitely make sure you put that in, and we look forward to that.
Yep.
Great job.
Next up, TFCon showed off the map, so here it is. To me, this does nothing because I don't know what it looks like. It just looks like a whole bunch of squares. I don't remember where you walk in and stuff, but it is still very cool. And they have the schedule. I looked through it. There seems to be some fun things. Friend of the channel, Patriot Prime and Deluxe Baldwin are going to be on a panel at Friday at 6 p.m. with some other YouTubers, so that would be pretty cool. And as always, we're very excited for the third-party panel. We will be streaming that live, so you can catch that here. And yeah, so very fun stuff. Go ahead and look through it if you're going. I'm sure there'll be something that hits your fancy.
Exactly. I did see this as well. And the one thing about this hotel is the lobby isn't as big as, say, like the LA or so. So it's everybody's going to get to know each other very well if you plan on hanging out in the lobby. So I'm looking forward to it. That's all I keep saying. I'm really looking forward to it. And looking forward to seeing, the other YouTubers and friends and things like that. Besides, of course, subscribers and members, but that's a given.
Exactly. So let us know if you're going down below.
Yes.
And then the last thing with TFCon and the last thing for this little preamble, we got some new guests going. So I think you need to get stuff signed by Jim Sorrison, who is the author of the Allspark Almanac, which I think you might have. I don't know if you don't. And then we also have the voice of Dead End, Xavier Paul Cadell, which is pretty cool. I think that... Oh, there you go. I think that Dead End design is really cool. I don't know how he is as a voice actor, but I know a lot of people love Cyberverse, so I'm sure he's going to be pretty busy.
Yeah, I'm interested. I actually will probably get a couple of signatures this year or this con. I had to pull those out now, so I remember to bring them this time. And yeah, members also. If you're going to be in Chicago, I'm sending out. We'll do another poll. Just let me know if you're going, and so we can make sure that we have enough space for everybody, and we'll have the designated time and all that stuff as well. I forgot to mention that.
Yes, stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back with Just Announced. Let's get into Just Announced, and we're going to start off with a very special entry where we're going to be showing some art and, a new line of stuff that you guys will be able to get, and this is going to be a new face that you should be familiar with if you watch our channel, and that is Creative Arc and his Dragon Alliance comic on Webtoons, which I will leave a link in the description down below. But Bobby, why don't you go ahead and describe this a little bit more?
So I'm gonna leave out what you have said and actually what he said as well. So shout out to Mike. When we actually met officially at BotCon, he reminded me that we met in LA a couple of days ago, and I was just like, dang, I don't really remember. Sorry about that. But really cool guy, and his wife, I want to give her a shout out as well. But they showed me this comic that they have, and there's actually 3 episodes up on Webtoons now that you can go check out. Really, really dope. I looked at it and I was thinking like, okay, Voltron. I was thinking of like everything except for what the first thing you said and what he said, and that's Power Rangers. I was trying to give it anything except for that. Bionic 6, anything. But basically each character has a special ability that they can tap into. It's really, really cool. The storyline is amazing. Definitely go check it out. I know we always talk about Skybound comics, but this is another one that you guys will start seeing a little bit more of on this channel. So shout out to Dragon Alliance, or Creative Arc and Dragon Alliance. So yeah, I'm looking forward to more from him.
Yeah, and I believe they are thinking about doing figures as well, so you've probably been seeing those on screen with some videos. So stay tuned for more information on that, and I think we're going to be moving on to a Transformer that you will be begrudgingly picking up for about $200, $210. I don't remember the price.
I'm already begrudgingly going to this next slide because I'm a little.
So they showed off Missing Link C11 Delta Magnus. This was not a surprise. We expected them to have their 2 repaints for Missing Link like they always do when they come out. And I don't know why, but that red buggy guy looks like a little too much red. Versus the blue was fine. I don't know why, but the red is just too much. Maybe it's the lighting. But he looks good. It looks like what you should. He comes with a little female Micromaster, or what are they called?
It's Carly.
Clone driver. Well, yeah, that's yes, and it looks good. I won't be picking it up for the price, but maybe if there's something that's okay, I'd be interested.
Okay, in a mirror.
Exactly.
I don't like it. It looks. It doesn't do anything for me. It looks boring. It looks generic. And I'm talking about the Magnus himself. It's just like bright colors on the arms, and then the chest and legs looks blah. I don't like it.
So I have a question for you. What is he supposed to look like?
I don't know, but
this is what he's supposed to look like.
I know, but it just looks blah. And I have other figures.
That's what I was gonna say. So you love the X Transbots one that came out.
Yeah.
Right? It was X Transbots at BotCon.
Yeah.
Why is that one not boring, but this one's boring?
The colors are flat. Like everything's really flat.
That could
like
be the
red. The red, it could be. The red is popping on it. Like you said, the little figure looks like it's too much red. He looks like he's, it looks like a robot lobster or something like that.
I was going to say Jolly Rancher type of.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. But like, and then looking at the Delta Magnus, like the arms are really red and popping, and then everything else is just like, okay, it's here. It just, and maybe I need to see more pictures. Who knows? But it just looks like the head, the helmet, and the arms are the only thing exciting about it, and then everything else looks like dead prime.
I think you don't like all the gray. I think that's what it is. But that's what he's supposed to look like.
Yeah, like I said, I have other versions of him. I have like Takara and X Transbots, like you mentioned, KFC, and I like the way those looked. This one just looks dull. It just looks boring. Like I said, it could be lighting. It could just be the way it's set up right now. It just looks really boring. And yes, begrudgingly is a perfect word for this.
I was gonna say, don't lie. You're gonna be picking it up.
Yeah.
So let's switch gears into kind of the opposite of the Missing Link, which is their Overgear line, which is kind of funny that you have the Missing Link, which is so G1 accurate almost to a fault. And then you have Overgear, which is so opposite, but I want to know your thoughts on it. We have Ironhide and Blackout. We'll look at the close-ups of the bot modes in the next slide, but let's talk about this with the alt modes. What are your thoughts?
I like Blackout. The alt mode look it gives it screams Airwolf to me. Okay, yeah. And even though it's not the same helicopter or anything, but that's the first thing I thought about. The Ironhide looks like it's coming from, but was that Energon? I think Energon Ironhide with the gun on the top.
Oh yeah.
That's what I thought about when I saw that.
Honestly, I didn't think about that. If that's in those colors, that's even better.
That's what I
don't have the representation of that character. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought about when as soon as I saw the gun on the top, I was just like, oh, and heard the name, I was just like, oh, okay, this is, I like the way the vehicle looks. Mm-hmm. I like the way both vehicles look. Since you said we're going to focus on the vehicles at this point, I think they both look really good.
Yeah, I agree. I think the vehicle mode for Blackout is very sleek and looks like it cleans up well. But I really like the armored vehicle for Ironhide. I think it fits Better than a van, let's be honest. If he's a weapons specialist, it makes more sense.
Especially a minivan.
Yes, exactly. Maybe the Punisher's minivan. We can say that.
That would be different, yeah.
But I think this fits a little bit better. And let's get into the bot modes. I really like Ironhide. I think that looks cool. Not as Ironhide, unless, like you said, it's the other one. But I just think as a figure, it looks cool. I like the proportions. I like the oversized shoulders. I like how he has 6 wheels and 2 of them wrap around his feet. I like the angle on the shins, all the guns, the knife on his shoulder, even though I think it should be more on his chest, but whatever. I think that looks really cool. I'm not a fan of Blackout. I don't like the big shoulder pads. They look ridiculous. The knee pads and the feet and stuff, not my cup of Energon. It's too much.
It reminded me of Whirl. Not even though Whirl was really skinny, but just like the proportions of the feet and the chest and everything.
But Whirl doesn't have the giant things hanging off his shoulders.
That's what I meant. That other than that,
I could see that, and honestly, that'd be fine. I just don't like those shoulder pads. They're like, I wish they were on his back and maybe went over his shoulder so you could like angle them or something. But just sticking straight off his shoulders, I don't like that. But this Ironhide, whatever color it comes in, it looks very cool. I'm going to be honest, I think I'm going to be priced out on these. Because that Ironhide I'd pay like $50-$60 for. I don't think I'd be paying more than that. And I think this is going to be like $150-$200 for each of these.
I'm going to push back a little bit. I would pay more for this Ironhide because of like Hasbro's price point of $50-$60 now. I don't think the figures look like this. Like they don't clean it.
Well,
so I would.
That's what I would pay. I don't need an Ironhide in my collection.
Okay. So I was thinking this line. I was thinking more so this
is
line
going to be an appropriate price for these. Thinking about what we get for third parties at $120, I still think they're going to be way more than that.
I want to see the size.
Yes, I think they're Voyager scale. So 7 inches or so. Voyager 7 or so inches. That's what I read, but I don't know. That's why 120. I'm thinking about like Jezzy and stuff, even though he's taller. 120-ish would be good, even though Jezzy was cheaper. But I think these are going to be the same price as the Rodimus.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I will look at this from afar. It does look good though. I really like the Ironhide. I think, and I like the light piping in the eyes. Mm-hmm. If that's what it is, that looks really good. There's a lot of details. Like all the details in this figure look really, really good, and he actually looks like he's about that business with all the weapons. Yeah,
and we'll see. Maybe the price when we see it in color, it might wow me, and then it'll be $120, and I'll be like, "Get bought." I could tell you, I don't think that's going to happen with the Blackout though. I do not like that thing.
I like it in alt mode.
Alt mode is great, but I have that other helicopter from TFC. Remember?
Yeah, no, wait. The black one.
It had the thing coming off with the arm.
The black one.
And it had like the pearlescent.
Was it
Sci Figure?
Technically,
I think that was a shoot off of TFC.
Okay. And I like that one.
Mistaken. That's enough alt mode for me. It's good enough. They're close enough, and I don't need to be spending it on this. So I also don't like how the rotor blade is just hanging off of his calf, like it doesn't fold up or nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's fully transformed. Like you said, the shoulder, except like the shoulders, just looks like they probably pulled it out a little bit. It was just like, all right, arms are done.
That's what I see. Yeah, while Ironhide looks like a complete transformation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let us know what you think about these. If you're going to be in on these, if you need to see price and paint and all that first. I am interested. This is the first thing that they have done that I've been interested in. Now that, the Rodimus I wasn't really interested in, but these ones I am. So these are a maybe.
Potential.
Yeah. Something that we're not interested in, but if you are, I think it looks good, is the MPMN ROTF Sideswipe. So we already talked about the teaser, but here's the actual figure, so it's just announced. I love the effects parts. Very cool. The figure looks fine other than that. Not my cup of Energon. I don't know if it's accurate, if things could be changed, but it looks fine.
I don't like the tire feet.
Well, you can't blame the figure for the movie design.
I mean, no, but it's a...
Oh, is that why it has the effects part so it can stand?
It's well, I don't know if that's but it might be like he's screeching, like...
Well, that's what that's what it's supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah, but I hope, man, it better not be that so he can stand it. That would be... that would be such a disappointment. I like the alt mode of it because, you know, I love sports cars, but it looks okay. Not my cup of Energon, but out of all the movie figures that we talk about, if I was going to consider one, it would probably be this one. Even though I don't like the tire feet, I just like the car so much, and I do like the way the transformation, or I do like the way the bot mode looks in terms of how he transformed. That's what I'm trying to say. Jeez, it's late.
I think you'd pick the Stinger up first.
I have to see this in color. You're probably right, because I do love.
I think you like that car way more than you like this car.
You are absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ooh, Pagani. Ooh.
Well, let's move on to something that you need to go ahead and fire up your printer for, and that is the G1 Scorpion Cassetticon, the symbiosis of TFW.
I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I actually have my printer going right now. I completed my second print, which I showed you yesterday. I'm really happy about it. So you guys will see that on our hauls. And yeah, this looks really cool. I'm still trying to figure out this whole scaling thing. So I need to know how to make these tapes MP size. So
yeah.
Please help me out.
Come on, MMC, make these also. And
yeah. I need all these 3D prints to match up with the MMC tapes.
Yeah. Next up, we have a 3D printed Super Genrai, which looks really cool. I love that he has feet. I know that's not accurate, but I prefer that. And yeah, it looks cool.
I like how the guns on his feet are small.
Yeah,
like usually
they don't stick out.
Right. They're very subtle. Like this is a thin, Genrai, and I like it. It looks very clean. It looks like he's very stable. He looks like he's not fully armored up. He looks like he just got out of bed and threw on some of his clothes. He didn't throw them all on yet.
Yeah, that's because it doesn't transform, so they're able to do whatever they want.
Oh
but
yeah,
I think it looks really good.
It's very, very clean.
Yeah, maybe that'll be your third print.
No, I got some other stuff I'm trying to get done.
Next up, TM Reviews showed off some Lance Gen hand-painted Autobot figurines, and he says thanks to Sam Scott Roberts. And I guess that is an MP57 Skyfire minifigure and Optimus Prime for scale. Well, the Optimus Prime has been in another picture, but yeah, so you could see how small they are. They're very cool.
I thought the Jetfire was a Legend scale figure.
He put MP57 Skyfire minifigure.
Oh. Did he come with a mini?
Don't ask me.
I don't remember. Nah, no, he didn't come with. Maybe it's not on this picture. He didn't come with. He didn't come with a mini Jetfire. It came with Wheeljack, Optimus. I keep wanting to say Brawn, but maybe it's not Brawn. But yeah, okay. It looks either way. I know Perceptor came with Brawn and Bumblebee, but yeah. I know it's Wheeljack, Prime, and Jazz. Maybe it's Jazz that came with them. But anyway, these look great. I have thought about getting some minifigures like this to just go with some of my Titans and stuff like that to really make them look big. I love this idea, and the work is really good.
Yeah, go get them and paint them yourself.
I don't know about all that.
Iacon 3D Labs is asking if people want cell-shaded stickers for their Fanstoys Ironhide, which you could see in this mock-up. The estimated cost would be $3.50 to $5, and they don't know if people actually want it, but they've been getting asked if they're going to make it. So let us know down below if you want it, and we'll pass that on to them. I don't know if they're going to TFCon, but if they're there, we'll go ahead and pass it on there. And it looks good. Not my but it looks good.
I like it so much better than what we get out the box of the Ironhide. So I think it's a huge improvement. I know you're not a fan of cell shading anyway. It would be great if they kind of gave us two options of a cell shaded and a not cell shaded window.
That's what I actually read about in some of the comments. People were saying, "Can you give us to it not cell shaded and just like blue?" I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think the cell shading looks really good on this, though. I think that even though it's a mock-up, it looks like it belongs, like because the paint looks really good. I mean, the red is popping, and then the blue's also popping. So I like it. I haven't received mine yet. My neighbor actually told me he got his today, and it's so much better than X-Transbots. And he forgot how bad Takara's was, that he transformed it and put it back in the box. So I'm really looking forward to getting mine. I haven't had any updates on when mine's going to ship out yet. Go figure. But Iacon, last time we talked, they weren't going to be at TFCon, but maybe things have changed. But it would be great to see them there. Even if they don't have a booth, just to see them and say hi. But I will definitely check in with them on this and get more details as well, because I want it either way it goes.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it looks good. Just be wary of paint chipping, I guess, with this guy. I guess that's rampant.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that a little bit later. But let's get into something that might be an uh-oh for you, and that's Craftsman Toys Seacons. This is supposedly overbite, and these are via Dime Chalk. What do you think of this?
Do you see the size?
This is MP sized. It seems like they're going away from Legends.
I don't think I'm the only one who has a uh-oh moment here.
I don't like how this looks.
Really?
I don't like the bot mode. He looks too smooth. He looks like a knight, and I feel like Abominus should be the opposite of a knight. He should be the monster.
Mm-hmm.
He look like it looks like an Autobot in bot mode. I do like the Street Shark look. I think that's very cool.
I don't like that aspect.
Well, it's obviously they just changed it. I mean, if they could have a whole gang of transformable Street Sharks crossover, but that's not what this is. It's not my favorite. Maybe color will change my mind. Oh, these are Seacons, not Abominus. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's Seacons.
Yeah, sorry. I said the wrong one. Seacons are not my favorite. If these were Abominus and this was Ripper Snapper, I would be more interested. But I still don't like how... I just don't like how smooth the bot mode looks. It looks... But it's not smooth. I don't know. It's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me on first impressions. I will wait till I see it in color. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm curious. I'm very curious. I'm lying. It's bought. I can move my TFC Seacons to the back room, and these guys can come play in the main room. So yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Don't love it, but I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I think seeing it in color, it'll be a lot better. I'm just happy that we're seeing stuff that we haven't seen before, or it's been years and we're getting updates on it. I'm loving this from them. I love what they're doing. They've heard what fans have been saying.
But I am worried about one thing, and that's that they showed it off with their Volcanicus torso. Are they doing their own combiner and throwing everything else out the window? And this is going to go with the Grimlock that maybe isn't Grimlock. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
that just gave me chills.
Like, what if it's black and green and all of them are different characters? I would be more into that if they did something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying that Grimlock didn't really look like Grimlock. This doesn't really look like Overbite. It could be its own thing, and it is Scramble City, which I always like. It's very cool. I like the fins coming off of the arms. Very sick. So I don't know. Or if they're just going to do MP-sized Scramble City and anybody can go anywhere, which would be very cool as well. So there's a lot of unknowns, and I need to see more. But my first impressions are I like it, but not as Overbite. That's where I'm going to leave it.
You just took me back to my childhood, and for anybody on the West Coast knows about the swap meet. When you used to go to the swap meet or the flea market here in the South, you used to go to the swap meet and they had the KO Transformers, and it was like it was never the aerial bots or it was never Devastator. It'd be like a mixture of an aerial bot and a car and beast. That what you just said, that's what it reminded me of. So his name would be Knockoff if that was the case.
Yeah, so we'll see what they do. I don't know, but time will tell. Because I don't think they would do 2 MP combiners at the same time. But maybe they'll do 5 combiners. And you have to buy them. And they all combine in one. And then you get the next one. You get an arm for this one. You know what I mean? You get like one limb for each combiner and then the torso. And one limb for each one until it's done.
Tragic. That would be tragic.
Who knows? We'll have to keep our eye on this.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think down below, and we'll be right back with the updates. Moving into the updates, we have the Evangelion Optimus Prime via Dengeki Hobby. I hope I pronounced that right. And what are your thoughts?
There's too much going on. I need to see some color. I don't know. Is he a flag guard? Is he signaling traffic? He has these little things on his.
Well, Evangelion, they have the things, the shoulder things. That's what it's supposed to look like. But I can see what you're saying. They look more like flags than those cool shoulder pad things he has. Yeah,
and the staff in the back. I mean, I just think he's going to be working at a construction site. Gonna pull it out and like slow. Turn it the other way, go. It's not doing anything for me. It looks like a movie figure, and I'm not a movie collector, so yeah, this is a pass.
Yeah, I think Evangelion is such an iconic anime. It deserves its own figure and not just a remold of a 5-6-year-old movie figure.
And I don't know anything about the anime as well, so that
I don't know much about it. I just know it's beloved and it's been around for a long time. So, yeah. So, let us know what you think. We're going to move on to Age of the Prime Wave 3. I believe this is Wave 3 figures, which all look very good. We will be talking about another Blast-Off, so keep that one in mind. But I think they all look really good. Jalape's the one that looks good, but the bot mode is too similar with the colors. I wish there was a little bit more contrast, a little bit more red here, a little bit more gold or whatnot. But the other 3 I think look phenomenal. I'm not probably going to pick up any of them, but I do think they look great.
Well, I'm definitely going to get the Target Master. That's.
I can't pay the price, the new price.
I'm hoping to catch it on sale.
That'd be a different story. There is a sale on Target right now, 25% off, 1 toy. One-time use, if anybody needs it.
Yep. Like I said, keep your receipts. If you bought something from Target, recently and you paid full price for it, go get your discount.
You can't combine it with a $5 off 40. I may have used it.
Oh, I get my boogie on when it comes to these sale prices. So I will be grabbing that. The others, I'm out on the Bruticus, even though I think it looks great. I think this has been the best combiner figures, individual figures that we've seen from this new line. Yeah, yeah, nothing else really moves me, but yeah. So I'm 25% in.
Yeah. And Quick Strike looks great too. You don't like them, but they did a really, really good job with translating that design. I just got a different one for marginally more than what they're going to be doing this in a larger scale with painted plastics and opposable leg, claw, hand, whatever the hell that is. Let's just keep it going. And we have the Studio Series. They all look fine. I know you're in on 50% of these.
Man, you gonna stop trying to make me cuss on here? I'm in for 25% of this as well.
Don't you want the Arachnid? Your 1TF1 figure?
Negative. Yeah, that's all for you. I will be getting the Wind Charger, and I'll be also asking you for the site where you picked up that ugly scorpion guy, because I probably need that in my collection just to keep my Beast Wars things going on.
I already sent you that link, so go look through your texts.
I don't remember. But yeah, yeah, I'm 25% in on this. The what's his name? The cop
Barricade?
car. Barricade. I was like, it's not Blackout. I really like that alt mode, and I like how the weapons store on him. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, it's giving me Mad Max vibes, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, get them if you want them. They look good. And then he gets his own. We've got Studio Series 86 Soundwave. That Ravage is a travesty.
It's terrible.
In alt mode, the cat mode, whatever you want, bot mode, whatever you want to call it, looks okay. I think it's the bot mode is an improvement. Besides his pack on his, like, right above his tail.
His pegged on, probably.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say Soundwave looks better. I don't think the digital renders that they showed off first were good, because he looks much better than I was expecting. The tapes, I think the original ones were just more cohesive and better. I like those, the like pointed wings on Laserbeak and Buzzsaw better, even if that's not screen accurate. So if you like screen accuracy, cool, go ahead and pick this up. Yeah, I think Soundwave's kind of shaping up to look nice. Do I think he's too short? Personally, yes. But yeah, I think he's cool. Would I like a darker blue? Yes, but I still think it looks cool.
Get it if you don't have it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's I know some people are late to the game. They've wanted a Soundwave. Here's your chance to get a new one. I think this is going to be, overall the best one that they've come out with as of, in the last 10 years. I think the colors are on point besides the blue. Like, everything else looks really good. I like that he can still hit the eject button. I did like the finger instead of the claw look on it. There's certain things that his gun looks a little bit too short.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah.
But again, that's nitpicking. I think that they did really, really good with the colors, even though the color's off. I think it still looks good, which just tells me that they're going to come out with another version, with a darker, the appropriate color. The tapes, I actually like Buzzsaw and Laserbeak. The wings just look like they're soaring more so than flying. So
okay. Well, they were kind of gliders. That's what they always reminded me of in the TV show.
Yeah, so they look like that's kind of what they're looking like they're doing. Ravage just has been ravaged.
They can't get him right. It's hard. I totally understand getting a Jaguar to a cassette tape. It's not easy at this scale, but it's still not my favorite.
I'm not giving them that. They've done it before. Hell, right. The G1 toy looks better than this.
Yes, but the G1 toy's flat.
This isn't much different.
He has shoulders. This one has shoulders. So,
Ooh, look at the shoulders. No, it's terrible. So it's it just throws it off for me. But again, if you don't have it, it's definitely something I would have picked up.
Yeah, go pick it up if you want it. Speaking of another sound wave, here he is. I think the blue looks a lot better.
That's
on the
better
MP1.
blue.
But let's just get a closer look at these two guys. And Soundwave, like I said, better blue. I think the Laserbeak looks better, but it's a figure from, I think we looked it up, 2012, 2013. So you're going to get what they got back then, which is good. Don't get me wrong. But they could have done a new mold. And the Optimus looks good, except for those shoulders. That kills it for me. Just having those things just hanging off the back of them. I don't understand their design decisions when they could have added a flap and put them on the back of the square shoulders already.
Yeah, that saddleback arm isn't doing it
bad.
for me. And everything else is fine. I think it looks fine.
I like everything else. I would be thinking about picking this up because it's kind of a reimagining, and I like that type of stuff. But that piece for $200 takes me out. That's something I would expect on a deluxe class figure, not an MP class figure.
We couldn't get two flaps in for
for the price. Yeah, exactly.
Just two flaps. Come on.
And they're probably doing it because eventually they plan to make like a Nemesis Prime with the guns that go on the shoulders. And I'd be more forgiving if they had that. But if it was still a flap, you could do both things.
Yeah. I like 90% of the Prime.
Yeah.
I like 70% of the Soundwave. As you said, the Soundwave is just something they brought from the past and cleaned it up. The Prime, like you, I don't really like the flap. It's kind of neat that they combine so many different versions of Prime into one. I do like that, and if they have a sale on it, or I find a cheaper price, much cheaper price, then I probably would add this to the collection.
Yeah, I agree. I think it looks good. Besides that one flaw, and in this picture, it's a glaring flaw. So,
yeah.
And this is the one I don't think we've seen too much of, and I think you might be picking this up, and that's Holler, because it looks so different with those purple windows.
I do like the purple windows.
I know you do, because it's different than the other ones you have. I think this one, even though it's an old mold, looks the best out of all three of the MP figures. They did a great job on Holler. I like all the different accessories it has. I don't know if those came with the other ones. I don't remember. I don't have this mold. But, yeah. This is what I wanted out of that Soundwave. I was hoping that Soundwave was shattered glass, because I would have picked it up, even if it was the same masterpiece mold. If it was a different color that I don't have in, shattered glass colors, I would have bought it.
I don't know if I could say that this is the best. I do like that.
Out of these three?
Oh, I thought
that's
you were
what I was talking about. Out of these three.
Oh, yes. I thought you meant out of the three masterpiece Holler.
No. Just out of Soundwave, Optimus, and Holler.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I would go with this. I think it's really cool how they actually transformed the hook into the back, so it gets covered. That was always a cool thing with these utility vehicles. I really like that purple window, and I guess Holler was down with the Decepticons at the beginning, so first couple of episodes, I believe. So yeah, I love it. I actually really, really like it, and
expect to see this in his haul when it's released. I think you'll even buy the official version of this.
I'm not gonna say that. I don't know. It depends on how much it costs, and I think it's gonna be too much.
I think you're going to pick it up. It'll be a slow month.
Damn,
Moving
slow
on,
months.
we've got Funbee's Skybound Troop Transport Pod, which I put in my notes as Funbee Jetfire thing. Get it if you need it. It's huge. You could actually probably store a few legend-sized figures in there, like they show in the pictures.
It is really cool. I don't remember this episode for anything. Or issue. I can't remember what issue this came out.
I wasn't going to correct you this time.
I know. I have. When you've been watching episodes for all your life and then you decide to start reading comics in the last 2 years, 3 years, that's what happens.
Yeah, I think this looks good. Go print it if you need it.
Yeah, I like it. I don't have a need for it, though.
Yeah.
I do have some orange filament, though.
We're going to go over this quickly. We got King Toys TA Hilo Terrahowl, which is the swoop. So we already kind of looked at this on the last episode with Brontosolid, but I guess they showed off just swoop by himself. I still like how he could crouch down, but it does not look as good as the MP one when he's crouched down. At least in these pictures, it looks like a blob with the head sticking out. Maybe that's the lighting. But I still think the wings look great. And he's, unravels and, it looks good. The one thing I don't like, I'm looking at mine over here, which I can't see because of my ring light. I don't like the big red crest on his head. You kind of lose him with that. While I think the MP one has more gold with a red. Yeah, it's more gold visor with a red horn, unicorn horn. So I like that one better. But I think this looks fine, especially for the price that we assume that it's going to be coming in at.
Yes. I was actually looking around the corner because I just brought mine down here, my MP one down here earlier today, as I'm starting to move figures back in. And the way they have that bot mode positioned, it looks like he's an angel or a fallen angel coming down. I think that's a very, very good robot pose there. The alt mode pose looks, interesting as well. Looks like a bird of prey or whatever. So I do like what they're doing with this. It looks good. I don't remember the horn at all. I just wonder if the transformation is how the transformation is on this one compared to the MP. I didn't really care for the MP transformation.
It looks pretty similar. What I really do like about this that I'm looking at here is they have the hands of the pterodactyl mode on the wings instead of on top of the wings. And I think that's really cool. They just kind of stick off the top. So I think that's neat. And here's the combined mode, which looks very slick, and the spider hand.
The combined mode looks so amazing. I think it looks really, really good. And that spider, I am going to try to scare my lady with it when I get off. She hates spiders.
Yeah, I think they should have swapped the hands and had Predaking be the spiders because they're and
predators.
These guys, well, I think they're both predators. I think crabs are still predators. But I think crabs make more sense for dinosaurs versus spiders, even though I guess there were giant spiders. That's one thing with dinosaur movies and stuff. So I just think spiders make more sense with Predacons. I don't know why.
Yeah, crabs are usually, not nice, but they're like not doing what spiders do. I mean, spiders are, wrapping stuff up and getting it in.
Not all spiders. Some of them make trapdoors to get their prey.
That too.
Moving on to Fantastic Model Doc. And here you can see him with his Moldmate. I think these colors suit the mold a lot better. But I think I'm just learning I like Ratchet's colors better than Ironhide because I said the same exact thing about X-Transbots. And he looks good. He looks really good. I'm wondering if they're going to get sued by the Red Cross for putting the Red Cross on his arm because they're pretty strong about that. And TM Review says that despite the paint chipping, his Warhorse is still the best looking Ironhide.
Yeah, I like how his chest is open like that, and Ratchet / Doc is operating on him. That's what you used to see in the cartoon. How if something happened,
they all have like perfect flaps that open up.
Yeah, so to get that here, even if it's not on purpose, is kind of cool. I think these two look really good. I think even over X-Transbots, I I think there's things that this does that I definitely love a lot more. I like all the accessories you get with X-Trans bots, but they can only hold one weapon at a time or two weapons at a time. So all the other stuff just sits on a sled. But I love how the sled integrates into the transformation. That is so dope.
I completely. So dope. Yeah, and I think the bot mode looks good from all angles. The back has a little bit of flaps on literally his back, but I could forgive that because you shouldn't be looking there. And then the alt mode cleans up well, just like the other one, but there's still that weird pieces here and there on it. So it's not my favorite, but I still think it looks good. And is the red cross symbol supposed to be so low? Or is that just his shoulder and they just didn't bother changing it?
Oh.
You see what I'm seeing? That's right near the wheel well, the front wheel well. Goodness gracious.
Nope.
Is that supposed to be like that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
You don't see the red cross right next to the wheel.
Oh, that. Oh, okay. I don't know what else. Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be that low either.
I'm looking at the toy at least.
Was it there?
It has like a sticker that's ripped off, so maybe it is. No, I think it's just red and they put a white sticker over it.
Yeah,
Oh, this one has it there. This one has it there. So,
it does.
Yeah. Okay. The toy has it, but let's be honest, the tune probably doesn't. So, yeah.
Or has it in every 4th episode.
Exactly. So, I still think this alt mode looks good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I love the opening doors, even if there's nothing going on the inside. It's just kind of cool.
And here you already talked about the accessories. Here's what you get with him, which I think is more than enough for Ratchet. I know the X-Transbots one kind of goes off the rail, which is cool. But I think this is good enough. You get, 3 different guns, some wrenches, a jetpack, a red head for the Marvel. I think those... I don't know if they attach to his shoulders, but he comes with those guns. I know they attach to the sled. But yeah, I think this is a good spread of accessories.
Yeah,
and all the pieces too.
For a Doc, he's packing weapons.
Yep. Let's move on to Magic Square, and we have their shuttle, which is their blast off. What do you think of this?
I need to watch an old episode. I think it's accurate. It just looks like cars that have junkyard parts on it and hasn't got painted yet.
Yeah, I really dislike this. I can't find a tune picture. I was gonna get really nasty because that's what it reminds me of, with those different colors. And I wish they just pick one brown. I really don't like this. I think this Hasbro's, even though it is a little bit not as superior in far as the mold, I think it looks better just because of the brown color. And again, this might be accurate, but I'm not one for screen accuracy. I'll judge it if it's trying to be, but I don't like this.
Yeah, it looks, if the paint was, I'm stuttering over here. I'm trying to think of when they were first built,
well, another Magic Square, their Legend size version has the same coloring, but the brown looks like it's a little bit darker and it looks a lot better. It's almost olive green mixed with brown. Oh, here's that coloring does not look good.
This one's. Of course, like I said, I'm getting it, but I really don't like the colors.
It is a lighter brown, but it does not look like this looks like. So, either which way, I don't like this, but bot mode brings it in together because that dark brown kind of goes away, and I do think it still looks good. I think this is a very good-looking bot. I do wish the brown was darker. I always see him as a really dark brown, a very chocolatey brown, but this doesn't look bad. If it's accurate, great. I would wait for the toy repaint, but that's not a surprise to anybody. Yeah.
Well, they're going to probably come out with 3 different repaints anyway, but...
No, 4 maybe.
I like and again, he was never my favorite, so I can't picture his color palette right now. I like this color. It doesn't, like, to me, it looks like the color's off. And again, I don't remember what he looked like, but it almost looks like a greenish blue, with purple. And
it's to me, it reminds me of I think it's dark grayish blue as a Lego color. I could be wrong. Been watching a lot of Bionicle videos, but you're right. It does look like a bluish gray and not a gray. I didn't even notice that. Yeah,
right. Because I'm looking at his fist, and it's just like it's off, but I like it. It almost looks like a shattered glass, and I don't know what if there was a shattered glass Bruticus or what colors there are or whatever, but it almost looks like what X Transbots is doing with their Defensor with their G2 colors. Like they're just so off that it still looks good, but I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
And there he is with the group, and he fits right in.
Yeah, I like how they have Swindle chopping on the ground, sitting.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And there he is with the group again, and it looks good. A lot of gray. I like that they changed the arm for Vortex to be the, where it's all solid instead of what they showed off in previous ones. I think this is a good-looking combiner.
It's a very good-looking combiner. Even though this is probably the worst one out of the ones that have been released, I think. Color-wise,
yes. It's kind of boring. It needs to be a little bit more.
I don't think it's boring. I think it's actually too much for the combiner. Like, I mean, like even Swindle has a bit of purple on him, so it looks like the left side is
purple.
Is cohesive, and the right side is just like, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, my thing is there's too much gray on the top half. Between the gray that we just talked about on Blastoff not being black, and then Vortex, and then the toy chest, which I do appreciate. I do like that. But that being silver, it's just very gray.
Yeah. Either way, it's still going to get bought, but yeah.
And I think these are two separate scales of primes. I think that's a Legends one that he's holding, and that's the MP one, and he scales with both of them for different shows very well.
Yeah, I'm anxious to finish this set as well, because this happened, and it's actually coming around very fast.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on to what has been recently released and what is going to be recently released. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
My wallet's screaming.
Let's move into incoming with a reissue that will be out soon, and that is the Transart BWM07G, Blast from the Past. I call him Lab Rat because that makes sense. Great figure. I think you liked it as well. The colors really pop and are unique with that really blue silver that's actually really shiny in person. So if you want something weird, go pick this up.
I agree. I like all three colors they came out with, so I guess they're going to be doing those two as well, probably.
I think they might have already done them. I could be wrong.
Oh.
I am sad that we're missing out on the one repaint that we don't have, which is the red and black one. Then we could have had all four of them.
And you have how many of them?
Two. Pack
Two
Rat in this one. I don't have the normal Rat Trap color because you know me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're good figures.
They are. And let's move on to recently released. That was, I think, when Transart was at their peak. That one and Tarantulas, that's when they were really good, and then they kind of fell off. But let's get into recently released, and we have Mash'ems were found at a Monica Walmart in Pennsylvania by Psycholler, and Ghost Stellar found it at another Walnut store. They're just re-releases of previous Mash'ems that came out in 2014. Hence, the Transformer Prime Ratchet.
Wow. Who's who? Oh, that's Soundwave.
Soundwave. They're all Transformer Prime, except for Grimlock, I think.
Yeah, easy pass.
A little late.
My dog would probably enjoy one of those.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it one. Next, we already talked about these coming out, but I thought this picture was too good not to share. No Treb showed off the Retro G1 Autobots. They look very, very good together with their toy heads. Go pick them up if you want them.
Completely agree. And shout out to Scooby Prime for picking up two of these for me. So thank you very much.
Yep, at a discounted price too.
At a
Which is the
discounted
price it should
price.
have been.
Exactly.
Next up, we have 01 Studio Cell.
I know. Yeah. I'll take some Tylenol first. We talked about it last time. I did pay off my pre-order on this. The idea of not knowing what color ring we're going to get with it is not cool. I fortunately didn't really care what color ring I got with this one. I couldn't really tell which one I really liked and which one I didn't. I couldn't put them in order, so they made the decision for me, which I guess is okay. But yeah, this is okay figure. I like the headmaster aspect of it, and it'll be, like I said, a pain in the ass to get all those domes and stuff on. Oh, my thumbs are hurting right now.
I think it looks really good. I love that the domes, I think, are silver, if I'm looking correctly, or if they're blue, I can't tell. Either which way, I love the contrast with the goldish color. I think the white ring still looks the best. Looks the most put together. But the other ones are cool as like energy effects. So go pick it up if you want it. Stay tuned for Bobby to show that off. And that is our show. Let us know if you're going to TFCon. Let us know if you want some prints. And we'll be back with one last show before TFCon. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, and if you haven't already, go ahead and order your shirts for the TFCon exclusive Horribles. So, James, you want to put the
That's what I was doing. There's the QR code. It might be a little too late to get it before TFCon, but you can go ahead and try. I think they have different shipping options.
Yeah, definitely. So go ahead and pick those up. Catch me on Sunday, time to be determined, and we will see you all next time. Till all debates are won. Later.